Righty, let's take our tiller off. Free at last. Good. Bit of a snowstorm happening here, so we've got a lot of snow making down there which hasn't been touched for a few weeks, a couple of weeks I think. So I want to go and knock down those piles, see what we've got, and find out if we need to make any more or if I can stretch it and finish the run with it. Do this. It's pretty cold outside, so gotta take your jacket. Oh, there we go. Wasn't as frozen as I thought. The old glove warmers down there. Some people like to tighten up their winch cable right next to the tower, but I like to give it a bit of space, just in case. There we are, lovely. Bayeri Komerten.
Oh, no problem.
Right, I'm going to change the other camera mount, and hopefully you guys prefer that, because that's what you're going to get. I have not been down here at all yet, so this will be an experience for all of us. Woo. That is solid. Alright, looks like we've got a bit of work to do to get across the road, which you probably can't see. There's a road down there, which is the same road from the slope I did yesterday. So I'm going to get over that road before I can do anything else. Don't know if I have all that much snow up here to use, to be honest, so we'll see how this works out. to try and make a goat track so I can at least get the cat across the road. I'd say that already answers my question about if we need more snow or not. I think we do, but we'll see what it's like further down. Just hope my GPS is reading accurately because, slippery. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you take your tiller off, because if I didn't take my tiller off, I'd have another ton of extra weight to drag up backwards. And that might just be enough weight to dig the tracks down to ground level and start doing some damage. I'm gonna have to scavenge a bit more snow. Not much snow there. Warm in here. There we go. There's not a lot of snow here. .33 degrees, it's reasonably steep just there. I think this slope usually averages at about 30 degrees. So it does break over usually, but not quite that immediately. We don't have a lump in the middle of it. There's nothing here. As you can see by the bouncing, that's the cat running over ground level. You can see it in the camera already. That's nasty. She thought there was a lot more snow here. I'm guessing they've had that lance facing it maybe into the lift line. I don't know. Not sure what that one's been doing. It's enough to get down. get us pretty close. So that should get us across. Yep, that'll do. Right, pile number 2. A 5 metre high pile. No, it doesn't look it from the back, but the ground is steep in here, so it drops away pretty quickly behind this pile. This looks like one almost continuous whale here. Oh no, I stand corrected. Oop. It's going to be a bit of a chunk. Oh, it is what it is. Hopefully that doesn't hit that lance. This is the problem with leaving man-made snow piles too long. They get a decent crust on them and then they want to break off in quite large chunks. That's why I take bites off the top and try and trim it down and break it into smaller pieces rather than those big chunks that I've just done. I don't know if it looks very steep in the video, but it's 30 degrees. When I'm doing stuff like this, I use a bit of winch pull to pull myself back up the slope, but when I'm going down, it's better not to have much pull on because it actually pulls the front of the cat off the ground, and it sort of starts bouncing like that as the winch is trying to pull it backwards. Well, not really pull it backwards, but hold it backwards. It's a bit annoying when you're trying to put your blade into the snow. It sort of lifts you up rather than pushing the blade down. When I first started winching, I wondered why you don't just put it on 4.5 tons and leave it, but then you're just driving around with your front end lifting off the ground all the time. Or if you're going uphill, it's pulling the front of the cat into the snow, so quite hard on the chassis if you're doing that all the time. Whoa. Speaking of which, if you ever wondered, to get more pull on my winch, I've got that little dial there. Roll that up. Now we're at 2 tons. I don't know if you can read it. It says it in the little box there. It's also got an automatic system there. I don't really use that. I did when I first started in the machine because I found that quite awkward to reach, but my thumb's gotten used to it now, and you have more control. Then you just wind it back down, and that takes the tension off. That's a gauge for it there. So now I'm on minimum, which is 800 kgs. $800 kgs doesn't sound like a lot, but it does make a difference. So I'll wind it up. And of course that goes away. Put that back. So when I wind it up, you can see the little red knob moving upwards. These have a really good reversing camera, which is good because sometimes when it's snowing heavy, your mirrors freeze and you can't really see out of them, but that camera is actually really good. Even in most snowstorms it stays pretty clear. It's like looking through a GoPro. A bit slippery. This here, there's a number there that counts down as I go down. That's how much cable is left on the drum. I'm pretty sure you can set it, but I think ours is set to 30 meters. So if I get to within 30 meters of the end of the drum, an alarm will go off in the cab and tell me that I'm running out of cable. But none of our slopes are, well, none of them are long enough when the cable's full length, but I think we just took 100 or 150 meters off the cable this week, so it's not super long now. Usually start off at about 1 kilometer, but I think we're down to about 750 now. The end of the cable deteriorates over time, so, and although this has a really good winch system in it, it goes through a lot of pulleys, and that creates a lot of wear and tear on the actual rope itself. So they don't last as long as the competitor's brand, unfortunately, but it is a better winch system. It's much easier, it's easier to use, easier to set up. You don't have to worry about snags and poor reeling or anything like that as much. It does happen, but it's pretty rare. I think they're a great winch system. Personal preference, some people like the other machines, I like these. These do what I want them to do. And they do it when I want them to do it.